This is Scott Becker with the Becker Business and the Becker Private Equity Podcast. Today's discussion, again, on the Becker Business, the Becker Private Equity Podcast, we try and bring you 1 to 2 market or business insight episodes a day. We also often try to bring you what we think of as body of life episodes about different concepts. So we had a podcast that went out Wednesday about essentially New Year's resolutions, whatever it takes for 2026. No pictures in the scorecard. Today's subject is the difference between nice and generous, the difference between charming and nice. So here are concepts that we talk about and think about often. Is you can have people that are very generous, and it doesn't mean that they're nice. And I'll give you an example. You could be very generous in charity, but the charity could be for different purposes. It could be for self-adulation. It could be for business goals. It could be for relationships. It could be connectivity and so forth. And at the end of the day, it's still good to be generous. But I would distinguish between generous and nice. There's a similar concept that's at play to distinguish between charming. Some people are truly charming, but that doesn't mean that they're really nice, and they could be very different things. And when you get that great mix with somebody who's nice and generous, they are very giving, but they're also nice. They're nice people. They're good about it. It creates a very special person. Similarly, when you get people that are charming. And I found people that aren't particularly charming, but they're really good, deep, nice people, which we could combine those two attributes of charming and nice, not charming and difficult, not charming and brutal, but charming and nice. This is a beautiful thing. So what we're aiming for in 2026 is nice and generous for people, charming and nice. Now, I'm not charming, so I'm never going to be charming, but charming and nice, nice and generous, that combination of qualities that makes people special people, not one or the other, but aiming for both, to be both, to be gracious and generous, to be nice and generous, and for good motives. And there could be multiple motives, but to be good and generous, nice and generous. That's our thought for the day, something to think about. I'd love anybody who thinks about these issues or has thoughts on these issues to feel free to comment to me at 773-766-5322, or of course, follow me on LinkedIn, Scott Becker. Thank you for listening to the Becker Business, the Becker Private Equity Podcast. Make it a great year. Go online, go to Amazon, and pre-order our new book, Building Great Businesses, Great Momentum, Overcome Setbacks, and Scale with Confidence. Thank you for listening to the Becker Business and the Becker Private Equity Podcast.